Good morning. Welcome to the 3-Minute Mandate. I'm Maxine. For decades, registering to vote in America has worked on an honor system. You check a box saying you're a citizen, you sign your name, and that's it. But a new bill called the SAVE Act wants to change that. It says your word isn't enough anymore. You need to show physical proof, like a birth certificate or a passport. Now, this has sparked a massive debate. Is this a common-sense security step to make sure only citizens are voting? Or is it a paperwork nightmare that will block millions of legal Americans, especially women, from the ballot box? The issue: the name gap. Let's look at the facts. If you're a man, your name on your birth certificate probably matches your ID perfectly. But if you're one of the 69 million married women in the US, your names likely don't match. Critics say this is a huge problem. If you show up with a birth certificate that says Mary Smith, but your driver's license says Mary Jones, the paperwork doesn't line up. You'd need to find your marriage license to prove how you got from A to B. For some, that's easy. For an 80-year-old woman who's been married for 50 years, finding a certified copy of a marriage license from a different state isn't just a quick errand, it's a real barrier. But let's look at the other side. Supporters of the SAVE Act say, we do this for everything else. Think about it. If you want a passport, you have to show that marriage license to prove your name change. If you want a home loan or a real ID to fly, you have to show the paper trail. They argue that voting is the most important thing we do, so why should the security be lower than what's required to get on an airplane? They believe that if we want people to trust election results, we have to move past the honor system and move to a verified system. They aren't trying to stop women from voting, they're trying to stop the doubt that comes with unverified rolls. The verdict. So, here's the cleanup. The SAVE Act is a trade-off. It offers higher security in exchange for higher effort. If you believe the risk of non-citizens voting is a major threat, then the extra paperwork for married women is a small price to pay for a clean system. If you believe that risk is tiny, then the paperwork is just an unnecessary wall that keeps legal citizens away. The law isn't changing who is allowed to vote, it's changing how much proof you have to bring to the table. See you in the next 3-Minute Mandate. Maxine out.